Good afternoon, folks. And here we have a little bit of news from good old JJ talking about the reason for Kylo's repaired mask. Now, I've talked about this on a previous video. There's got to be a darn good reason why a leader of an entire galactic empire would want to repair his broken mask, and in the fashion it was shown to us. So, this is how he talks about the idea of masking him in the first place. Having him be masked, but also fractured, is a very intentional thing. Abrams shared with Empire magazine, like that classic Japanese process of taking ceramics and repairing them, and how the breaks, in a way, define the beauty of the piece as much as the original itself. As fractured as Ren is, the mask becomes a visual representation of that. There's something about this that tells his history. His mask doesn't ultimately hide him, and his behavior is revealed. Now, I don't know exactly what he's getting at. We all know that Kylo is a broken fellow. He is a wannabe Darth Vader. He looks up to Darth Vader. He's trying to be Darth Vader. He's serving his Dark Lord, who he ends up killing. He's now the guy in charge, and he's trying to fit into those shoes. Now, is he striving to still be Darth Vader? We don't know. Why would he ever want to repair his helmet like that? Wouldn't he have a whole host of helmets? Perhaps exactly the same shape? What would he get butthurt over that particular helmet? Now, the story can't explain this. The story can be like, hey, Supreme Emperor, we fixed your helmet, but we have to add some stuff to make it more durable, or it doesn't look. And then Kylo has to come and says, no, it's fine. Keep it the way it is. So whatever, I don't know, Empire crazy glue that happens to be glowing red is present. There's really no reason for this, but it's there. It can't be some stupid Sith magic. That would just be dumb. It has nothing to do with a helmet being... Why would you want to fracture a defensive item? That's just stupid. So my theory is that... I have two theories. The first theory is actually in lore. So you take the thing that Kylo wants to be, his grandfather, or Darth Vader, and he goes, I have a broken helmet. I have an old helmet. I can now use the pieces from my grandfather's helmet and put it together. And for some weird lore reason, the pieces aren't connecting right. They got to be forced. It's all this mechanical, technological process, and it has these weird red Sith energy crap things going. That could make sense because he represents Darth Vader, which Kylo is trying to be. So he's thinking to himself, I just put the mask of Darth Vader on, therefore I am now he. That would make sense. Now, the second explanation I have is a lot simpler. And it's simply, they're going to sell tickets when they have a poster like this on Empire or whatever. And we can see that as a form of false advertising. It's not a big deal. We do see the actual, like the second trailer was the first trailer, I can't remember which one it was, where they are shown repairing the helmet. Whether it actually looks like this with all these stupid red veins, I don't know. But it's similar to how we had Thor Ragnarok. There's a scene where he jumps off I think it was Valhalla, the city castle. He lands on the Rainbow Bridge, and a little lightning comes out of his eyes. Well, this part of the movie, like he loses his eye right before that, actually. So his eye's being plucked out. So while they were in the throne room, he and Hela were fighting. Boom, he loses an eye. And then he gets his lightning powers and launches himself off and lands on the bridge. So he should have lost an eye at that point in time. But because it was a trailer, they had to keep the spoiler from being revealed for whatever reason, and they kept it in there. So that's the second possibility, that it's just marketing because it looks cool, and that's it. This explanation, he starts talking about The Last Jedi, is just bizarre. Some of the most interesting scenes in Star Wars Last Jedi were the conversations between Rey and Ren. Okay, fine. We've tried to pick up that complicated relationship that really has been present ever since the interrogation in Episode 7. When Ren takes off his mask, there's a nakedness about him with Rey that he doesn't express to anyone else. Ryan developed that in fascinating ways, and we've been able to develop even further. By Ryan developing the relationship between Rey and Kylo, are like saying, here's some ham-fisted melodrama. We're going to give you an in-universe bizarre explanation for this happening. And for some reason, Rey suddenly doesn't want to kill him instantly because she hates him. And she thinks she thinks that Kylo is going to save everyone for whatever reason. So the upcoming film won't just be bringing back Kylo's helmet for whatever dumb reason, but it's also set to see the return of Emperor Palpatine, again for another dumb reason, as well as the blue lightsaber of Luke's. So, yeah, the imagery, unless they're doing an in-lore explanation for why it's red and broken and fractured, using this as a symbol does not work. A symbol is supposed to represent something. This is a literal broken helmet. We don't need to know that Kylo is broken. He has this warped-ass lightsaber that's all messed up. He has a scar across his face. Now he has a shattered and rebuilt helmet. What's next? He's going to have like a robotic body. He's going to have a big scar across his arm. He's going to put black makeup on. Like how much more edgelord does he have to get? So I think this should probably just be an in-universe explanation of Darth Vader. And he wants to be Darth Vader. He puts the helmet on. He feels like Darth Vader. He's the ultimate dark fanboy of Darth Vader. There we go. Thanks for listening, guys. Have yourself a great day.